Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Chargers are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Broncos, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Rivers now to throw on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well.
Watch left, watch left. Ready, let's go. Detroit! 380!
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. From the gun, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he goes out right around the 39. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Rivers now on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. Now Sanders. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Now D'Angelo Henderson, the rookie from Coastal Carolina. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Henderson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. A second down throw for Rivers. He finds an opening past the 40. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. Rivers on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ready. Check. Patriot. Safety's creeping. Check. Over.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Patriot.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The slot man in motion right. On the carry is Henderson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's Henderson, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves. They self-scout.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Allen has it left side. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That's it, baby.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Lamar, Brendan Langley. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. Rivers to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and goal, Wilson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And McManus able to put it through. And And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Shift.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Hey! Alpha! Wait! Keep it hey! Watch screen! Set! 380!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
380!
First down, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. To throw on second down, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the wideout in motion. They go play action here on first down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. That's caught right side by Anderson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. There's Wilson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Rivers now. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they send a man in motion right. Now they try the right side here. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 big plays in succession of the Chargers on the move. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hurry up! Block 11!
2nd down, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, well, hey.
Rivers now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, Rob, watch it. Set.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Time running out here on the play clock. Play action. Now Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. 34 yards there and a first down.
Oh, man, a big play right there. It's 4th down, and you just need a yard to get a first. But he had his sights set on much more than that as he hits the hole hard and just breaks free into the next level.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Hey, run, let's go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Hey, Rocket. Set, run 80.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Into the game. He gets it here. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.